Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel jicolourist. My name is Jody and we are working our way through this festive coloring book. It is 24 Advent windows to color and the illustrator is in the description box below. We have been doing 2 pages a week, so today is our second page of the week. It is day 16, which is called the Snowy Stable. I have been wanting to try to do snow on a page for a while, and I thought that this was the perfect opportunity to try doing snow. There are some festive wreaths on here, otherwise it's pretty basic, so I will be able to color this, and then I'm hoping to add some snow, and I'm going to draw it on and then probably paint it with I'm thinking some Holbein. I have some titanium white here and I thought I would use that and see how that looks. But first I'm going to have to color this, and I'm going to use my mega colored pencils, and I'm going to show you which ones I'm going to use. I have the Lyra skin tone and I'm planning on using these because they're all different browns. So there are a lot of browns. They don't have color names or numbers, so I have numbered them on the barrel of the pencil themselves. So I will just let you know that it's a 12 set and I am going to be using those. So I will show you the colors I use, but because they don't have actual names or numbers, but this is what they look like. They're a mega chunky pencil, just like the Cretacolor ones, only these are called Color Giants, the Skin Tone by Lyra, which is a brand of pencil from Germany. I quite like them. They have done well so far for me. So I thought, since this is wood, and I've done a lot of backgrounds with different stuff. Earlier this week we did graphitint, so that works well too, but there is a lot of wood on here, so I didn't want to have that much water added to this page to make it damp, so I thought I would just go back to color pencils. Plus I haven't had a lot of great luck with the paint pens, so let's go back to what I know best, which is color pencils. So while I work on my page, I'd invite you to put your feet up, grab a coloring book of your choice, maybe a cup of tea, and let's get some creative time together. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I have taken the book and photocopied the page and kind of planned out where I want the snow to be. Start off with, I'm actually going to show you a couple of pictures on screen as I'm talking, and this is my yard as of today, which is November 19th. It's moving day for my son, so of course we got over a foot of snow. So it's been a bit of a trying time, so I thought what better day to color a snowy stable than a snowy day outside as well. So I plan on having some snow drifts on the top of the roof line, so up here, and then also I'll have some snow kind of piling up within the windows, and then also this area right here, I think that it's a flat area that snow would definitely accumulate on, so I was thinking probably accumulate quite a bit on there and then kind of slough off the edge. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to grab a white mega color pencil as well, just to keep this area a little bit lighter. But that is, first off, I'm going to need to just basically color the wood, because then when I come in with the snow on top, there still should be a little bit of wood showing through. So I'm hoping that with the gouache or the acrylic paint, if I need to use it, it will cover it enough. I have selected a light, medium, and dark kind of color scheme for the wood. I always use 3 colors when I'm coloring wood, because wood is not all one color typically. So that's what I plan on doing. I think that I'm going to do like a traditional barn. So this is going to be wood, and then these accent pieces here I'm going to do in like a deep red, kind of almost a terracotta or burgundy kind of deep red. So that's the plan. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. And I'm using the Mega pencils because they are huge. I'm hoping that it will help get things done a little faster. Just showing you the 3 different colors I got going here. So this is the darker color, this is the lighter color, and then this is the mid color. So I just kind of variegate, and then I'll come back in with the lighter color to do some blending. Now, because this is a weathered look, I'm going to actually leave, normally I would use like Gamsol and smooth everything out, but I think that this is a barn, and it should be a little bit weathered looking. So I'm going to continue on with this plan, and I've got a bunch of paper behind got a bunch of paper behind this now, so that I'm not getting any bumps from previous pages. Since we are always doing the left hand side of the page, we have got quite a few done now in this book. We are on day 16, so I hope that everyone has been working a little bit on their own book and having fun doing it. While I'm coloring, instead of skipping the footage, I thought instead I would go and bring out the table topics game, and the subject is gratitude. I thought that this is a perfect time of year to think about what we're grateful for, and so I hope you enjoy this part of the video. So the first question is, who makes you laugh? And it can be a person, it can be an animal, whatever makes you laugh. I'd love to know about that. And for me, I think that it's my dog Daisy. She even had fun yesterday and made me laugh, and I'm going to insert a video right here. Daisy, where are you going? Come on back, Daisy. You're going to get drowned. So as you can see, Daisy had a good time in the snow yesterday, and when she came back in the house, she just was covered with snowballs. And yeah, that was a very funny time. So thank you for letting me share that. I do like to come back and use my darker pencil to kind of go along the line in between the wood, the boards, to kind of make that stand out a little bit more. The next table topic question is, what's your favorite part of the day? And for me, I would say it's the morning. I'm the most alert and productive, and I have the most energy in the morning. So I really enjoy getting up early, lounging in bed for an hour or so, and then getting busy on the day. So I usually come into my office, and like right now, I'm editing, and it's early in the morning. That is how the wood is going to look. I'll be back once I have quite a bit of it done. All right, I'll bring you back and show you where I'm at. I have brought in a darker, it's actually the darkest one, to kind of do this transition strip here. I've brought in another extra pencil to do these, this brown here. And then I brought in India Red 192 Pitt pen to do the brownish red. So that's how that's coming along. And I think I will do this whole outside edge as well, but for now I'm just going to do the X in the middle just to make sure that that's kind of still what I want to do. If I have too much one color, it's not quite as effective, so I do want there to be some differences. Next table topic question: who gives the best hugs? Personally, I'm not a person that either gives or receives hugs very often. I guess if it's small children, I give hugs to, but I don't like receiving hugs and I don't like giving them. So I guess I'm a little strange. How about you? And then I'm going to come in with the darkest color and just make sure that there isn't any white showing along the sides of this. So kind of just putting a little bit of shadow in there to make it, because there wouldn't be any white showing. Tighten that up a little bit. There we go. Okay. So that is where we're going with that. I'll keep going. I just thought I'd bring you back and show you some progress. And yeah, it's going well, but it is taking a while. So I'm doing this a little bit darker along the edge here. So I've pulled in number 10 as a color. And I did end up bringing out my Gamsol in my empty Copic sketch marker and just blending a little bit. Not so that it's super smooth, but just so that the colors, there weren't any some obvious pencil strokes and stuff. So I think that it does look much better. Next table topic question: what's the best thing you found in nature? And I'll just talk about walking around my backyard. And I think the best thing is when I find wildflowers growing. I didn't plant them, they're just there, and it's really cool to see them coming up year after year, and I love that. So for those of you that are coloring along with me in the book, how are you doing? What day are you on? Comment below if you're working on a specific day, and what has been your favorite page so far. I know some people had this book last year, so some of you are starting with pages already completed, and that's okay too. If you've completed a page and you want to share it with me, by all means, go ahead and send that in. It's always fun to see how other people have completed the same pages. Okay, now I'm going to go to my lighter color. So this is number 8. And that's because when I come in with this snow, it's going to be on top of here. So this should be, so I'm just helping my white acrylic gouache a little bit, if I can, with lightening the edge. All right, this is what I have done so far for this edge, and I just thought I'd bring you in to show you how I'm blending it. And so all I'm doing is quickly swiping over the page and kind of dissolving. So I'm not spending a lot of time and getting a lot of Gamsol on it. I'm just basically dissolving so that there aren't a lot of streaks. And mixing the colors together a little bit. Another update: I am using raw umber, a Pit Artist pen, for the inside of the window crossing here and the outside of the panel windows here. So I have left the red still as the highlight, so up top and the inside. But I just thought a little bit darker brown would be, maybe break that up so that we're not having so much red on the page. So that's what we're doing. And I'm getting ready, almost ready to start the snow part. little bit nervous about that. So wish me luck. Sometimes you just got to experiment, right? I have a vision in my head. Whether that ends up on paper will be anybody's guess. Oof. Okay, that took a bit. I'm done what I need to do before I can put the white paint down. So I'm not finished with these doors, obviously, or this little guy in here, but I have done the inside of the windows and all of the front facing of the building. I did go and grab my lightest skin tone, which is my number 1, and it's very, very light. And I used that because I thought I wanted to just kind of stick with skin tones for this whole page if I could. And so that's what I did for there. Plus, I don't think that there's a lot of light shining inside the snowy stable here. I think that these guys look like they're ready for bed. I know I certainly am. It's been a long day, but I wanted to start with this, so I'm going to go grab a palette, and I even brought out the Artex acrylic marker, which I know is not opaque and it's not going to be good, but I thought I could at least draw on the snow with it, kind of the edge, so that I would know where I'm going to be painting. So that's what I'm planning on doing with that. Also, remember, I kind of did a little bit here of where I want the snow to be. I want it to kind of gloop down or hang over some of the edges here, as well as this area right here. So let me grab a paintbrush and let's get started. A little bit nervous, but we'll do this together. Okay, so this is Holbein's acrylic gouache, and it is titanium white, and I just had this from some sketch box or something. So we will put some of this on a porcelain palette. Just put a little bit there. I probably need more, but we'll start small. I've got a few different paintbrushes. I've got a small flat one, and I've also got a stiff stencil brush, which is I thought it would be good for stamping some snow on there. And I also have this brush here, which is softer than the stencil brush, but it's also a brush that I use for, it's called a deer foot, and I use it for bushes and such like that. So something a little irregular, and let's just get going. So we're gonna want some just kind of, I'll zoom you in a little bit. I'm gonna want some of this to kind of hang down. So I'm just gonna I'm just putting on a little base here. Okay. Whew, got a little bit. And snow just kind of drips, so we have, it's quite a bit of snow out there today. Like I said, it snowed about a foot, so 8 inches to a foot. Some areas it's a little bit more, and thankfully my neighbor came over with his tractor and dug us out. Really appreciate having a really nice neighbor. I'm going to let that dry, and I'm just going to kind of come over here and go freehand. Such a large book. I think this is actually the largest book I've ever worked in, so you'll have to let me know what's the largest book that you've ever colored in, size-wise. I think Ivy and the Inky Butterfly and the Mouse Guard are probably the biggest books in the number of pages. but this book is certainly a large size. Next table topic question. What's the most amazing thing you've seen from the car window? And I would just say it's the beautiful scenery and some wildlife traveling through the mountains here in Alberta, going towards BC, and also traveling through Utah in the States. Very beautiful scenery. That's going to be that snow. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to let that dry. And I'm going to come in with this brush here. And I want to do some along this windowsill. For any of the table topic questions, if you'd like to provide an answer in the comments below, that would be great. I would love to know what amazing things you have seen from a car window, and read it below. And I want to be able to still see underneath, so okay, we're just gonna go for it. Next table topic question. What's the nicest thing anyone ever said to you? Well, we have a very supportive coloring community here, so there are always lots of nice things in the comments. So I'm going to limit it to just something that I read this morning, and that was by a subscriber who said that they are writing exams right now and were feeling very stressed, and my video helped relax them. Now, I'm not sure if this is a regular colorist or not, but I thought that was really nice of them to comment, and it really made me feel good about the videos and content that I can help with. I'm not even going to go with the Artex marker. I'm just going to continue on straight with the acrylic gouache and just be brave. In fact, I'm going to switch to this. And the last question about the what's the nicest thing anyone ever said to you really got me to think about how I personally respond back to people, and also commenting on other people's videos and stuff. It's so easy to jump on the negative side of things, and I think that doesn't help. So it's nice to be reminded that there are always something nice to say to somebody and help lift them up. So in summary, I guess what I want to say is that I am so grateful for all my viewers and subscribers that are here in a positive manner, and I wish you a joyful and creative day. So I just wanted to say thanks for hanging out with me and watching me on these videos. So on screen, as I'm making a hot mess of the snow, I am happy and having fun though. So I think that's the main thing. I am looking out my window while I'm doing this, seeing all the snow piling up outside, and I'm just trying to get a little bit of that across on my page here. Hope some of that was in frame. Okay. I think that that looks good. Zoom you out and take a look at how this is looking. Okay, we are zoomed out, and this is how it's looking. I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll continue on coloring the rest. I'll bring you back tomorrow after I've let it dry and see if I need to add maybe a little bit of blue within it to just give some shadow to the snow, or maybe something else, but that's for tomorrow. All right, see you back. All right, here we are. The paint has dried, and I have also completed the two doors. I've done one set of windows and not the other. Now these are sliding barn doors, so this has, the window has slid over the wall behind, so that's why I have done brown, 2 shades of brown behind there, because it would be showing some shadow and some the wall behind. So that's why I didn't do it yellow or anything like that, because there wouldn't be that showing through. So that's what I envision for that. I envision that these both doors are open and slid that way. I did do some yellow in here, and actually it wasn't the yellow, it was my lightest skin tone color, so I have kept that. Then I went and I got Sparkling Clouds, which is from the Brilliant set. It's Cretacolor, and it's the metallic set, which is not very metallic, so you don't have to worry about that. But I wanted to do the sky above here just to make sure that there was definition between the roof line, because when it was just left white, it kind of looked weird. So I thought, well, okay, I better put the sky back there, and I didn't want it to be a bright blue, so I left, and this was called Sparkling Clouds, so I thought that that was a good compromise. And I did 2 or 3 coats, and just to kind of rough, so it's not super smooth, and I wasn't going for a shiny, so I didn't burnish it. So that is that. Now if I move the page, you might see, let me just turn on another light, you might see a few flashes of a pearl color on the white, and that's because I have this Craft Smart white pearl. It's metallic acrylic paint, and I did a little bit on there, so like along here, just to see if that would brighten up the white a little bit and give it a little bit more interest, and I really think that it does. I also have Blue Ice Pearl, which is also a metallic paint, and I thought it's kind of nice to add a little bit of blue to the white, and also then I could define some of these hangovers and stuff a little bit more too. So I'm going to delve into the paint. I don't want the blue to be shocking. It is blue ice, so I'll pour some out, shake it up first, and I'll just show you what it looks like on the palette. So it's a nice pearl color, and I thought what I could do is mix some of the white with it to kind of tone it down a bit. So about 50-50. I'll mix that up, a small round, and that'll just make the blue even lighter. So I want the blue to be more of a shadow than shocking on there. Okay, so that's kind of what we're gonna go with, and I'm going to start actually almost dry brushing it on. I'm gonna add with the Deerfoot, gonna add a little bit. I'm going to go where the overhang is first, because I want that to be a little bit more defined. Last table topics question for today. Which song makes you happy no matter what? Now, I don't listen to a lot of music, but I do enjoy it. So instead of me answering what my happy song is, I'd love to read what your happy song is so that I can listen to it and maybe add some more to my list. When I move the page to the side, I can see the pearl sheen effect. So hopefully you can see that on camera as well. So just add a little bit along the top. And that'll just give it a little bit of interest, I'm hoping. Let me know in the comments whether or not you think this idea of snow was a good idea or not. I am pleased with how it's turning out. Is it exactly how I envisioned? No, but I think it is more organic, and I'm liking that. So yeah, I could come in and just fill out a few areas if I want some actual definition. But I kind of am liking and I do have a lot of snow outside to give me inspiration for this. So I'm also going to add a little bit of snow, slide this book up, add a little bit of snow along the edges here, because if there's snow up on the rooftop, there should be some snow along the ground. I haven't done I don't want the floor to have snow on it yet because I haven't done that area. So there, without the white underneath, the blue is quite translucent. So I'm just going to leave that and see how it goes. I may need to add some white acrylic gouache on there as well. But let's take a look, see if I've put it where I want it. I don't want to go over too much. I am glad that I diluted it so with the white. I think that it just gives a nice little sheen. All right, I'm going to leave that here for now, and I'll finish off this window here and figure out what color I'm going to do. I have been doing this quite often in the gold Cyano gel pen, so I may do that again. And I did that the last few times. It doesn't mean I need to keep doing that. I also use quite a bit of Stickles on here, but I don't think Stickles matches this, so maybe actually a copper color would be better. Copper or the gold. That's what I'm going to go with to do that. For the snowy stable here, I'll just zoom you in a little bit. I used a brown, it's kind of a reddy brown glaze pen, and so yeah, by Sakura, and I think that turned out quite well. I do like that I've stuck with just the skin tone set. I could go and deepen up some of the colors along the barn, but actually I'm kind of happy with the way it is, and sometimes you can just keep working things and then it's gone too far anyways. And these are big enough pages that I need to complete and continue on, so I think that I will do the wreaths in some pit pens. They seem to work the best, and I'll do the inside of this. You will see my completed pages later in a separate video, but this is where I'm going to leave you today. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Thank you for being here while I experiment and potentially ruin my page. I think it's turned out okay. I'm happy with where we're going. I may try this again in another book for sure, because yeah, this has been fun. A little nerve-wracking, but fun. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a colorful and creative week. And until next video, take care. Have fun. Bye-bye.